Hello everybody, today's Lamley showcase of the Hot Wheels Q case is brought to you by Sterling Protector Cases. You can find these protectors at sterlingprotectorcase.com. There's a link on the lamleygroup.com to these protector cases. They're fairly new. I've done a feature on them on the blog. I just want to continue to get the word out. Made in the United States. What I really like about these, and yes, I am a DLMer, I tend to open everything. But I do have some in protectors, and I typically take the card out of, say, a Hot Wheels protector and put them in one of these. One of the reasons, you can move the card around, see, and it doesn't smash the corners. When this closes, it really closes, and it displays very, very well. Nice clear plastic, durable, doesn't destroy the card, keeps it protected. It's a clamshell protector. Like I said, sterlingprotectorcase.com, or just follow the link on lamleygroup.com. So appreciate that they are sponsoring Lamley. They're good people over there, and I definitely recommend their products. So we are going to showcase the models of the Hot Wheels Q case. You just saw one of them in that protector. This should be a fairly short video because there wasn't much in the Q case that I think is totally worth showcasing. But we will get right to it. I picked out 6 models that I think are worth looking at. So I've got the turntable running, and we are going to start with the car you just saw, the '69 Corvette Racer. While I'm opening it, I'm going to put this one down. This is the Copo Corvette from, I don't remember what year it was. It's the '69 Copo, but I don't remember what year. We'll move in just a tad. What year this was made. This is maybe 2012, something like that, maybe 2011. Anyway, it looks like the Corvette Racer, and you Corvette experts can probably speak more to this roofless Corvette and the history of it, but it looks to be very similar. So we'll go ahead and open it. We'll try and open it here on the on camera. And we'll go ahead and move this one for now, and we'll add this racer, topless racer. And I am looking at it outside of the case for the or the package for the first time too. So obviously the wheels are different, compared, but you know, with the 5-spoke wheels, but very similar with those lifted lights and so on and so forth. I don't know too much about it. I do think it's a pretty cool casting. I'll definitely add it. The Copo Corvette is probably my favorite Corvette casting of the classic Corvettes, outside of the Greenwood. There's a comparison right there. You can see them both together. A lot of similarities, but a fair amount of differences as well. So we will let that run. So you can see those. Did they do the same color base? Kind of, I guess. I mean, clearly they're doing this one very similar to the previous release, so they look good together. I'll probably photograph those together as well. While that is going, I should show what I'm going to do. I'll do the Mini Cooper. This is just a repaint. In fact, most of the stuff I'm showcasing are repaints outside of the Corvette, but I thought the Mini was kind of cool in this cream color. And with the black wheels. I know this is an art car, right? So with the H on top. And I'm not real fond of the deco, but I do like the cream color. And I like the fact that it has black wheels on it, so it makes the Mini look kind of cool. I know that this casting has been modified. It has 2 rivets on it instead of the little piece that made the top removable. For those that were into that, I didn't really care one way or the other, but I know that's been a bummer for a few people. But that is the Mini Cooper. While that is opening, we'll go with the Ford Gran Torino Sport in black. I already showcased this. Well, have I showcased this on the blog? I don't remember if I have or not. This is actually the 3rd color. The first one was an orange, but right now the end cases are hitting Walmarts, and in them, if you're lucky enough to find one, I haven't heard too many reports, but there is a Zamac Gran Torino in there. I think it's red and blue, the deco, but obviously Zamac unpainted. So look for that one, and then when the Q case hits, you can get this black one. I actually I had this black one previous because I found it in a 10-pack. I wanted to get the Datsun 620, and that was in there, and I thought, why not? A little bonus. So that's the first time I've seen it carded. Those of you who follow the blog hopefully know that the Gran Torino Sport is one of my favorite Hot Wheels castings, especially of like, some people will argue whether this is a muscle car or not. I get that, but I think it kind of is. I'll put it in that category, and it is one of my favorites, and I do like this version in black quite a bit. A lot better than the orange version. So we'll get rid of that. Well, that is turning, and we're going to go with the Mustang. Again, probably wouldn't showcase this one because I'm not real fond of the deco. I do like the casting. The custom 2012 Ford Mustang. But since there's so little to show, this time we'll go ahead and show it. And now this is this is the Hot Wheels Racing. If you look at from the card, Hot Wheels Race Team. So I don't know if this is going to be something standard we see with these kind of flag checker confetti look on this car, but and the red wheels. It's okay, not my favorite. All right, well that's going Honda Monkey. I didn't realize this one was getting recolored in yellow, so when I opened it in the Q case, rip. I was surprised to see it. They really do protect this one with this extra blister, but that makes sense, or else it would be really rolling around and might even pierce the blister. So let's see if I can get that balanced. Here we go. I know a lot of people like this one in red. I think it's cool in yellow too. I'm not a real big motorcycle guy, but a little passion project for Rio Sada, and I think it's cute. And I can't get it balanced anymore. Vroom, vroom, vroom. All right. Last one, and I think a lot of people have seen this one. It is the 1996 Nissan 180SX Type X. Here was the thing, I actually didn't mention it. No, I did mention in the last video. It's kind of a bummer that this one came one per case, and maybe when we see the US cases it'll be different. But I think, obviously this one's going to be popular. It first came, obviously, in 2016. It came in white with black rims. This black version, I think, trumps that by a mile. A little dusty. Because I like the gold rims. I'm a bit of a sucker for gold rims, I think, because I tend to really like them. This one's awesome. In fact, when I first wrote about this car, when it came out in white, I kind of lamented the fact that we only got that one version in maroon in 2015, and kind of was like, we didn't get enough of the real version. It has a bit of a, a drift history to it and stuff, but because I really, really like the casting. But this one makes up for that. Didn't like the white, really like this one. Deco on the hood as well. So I look forward to photographing this model. That's it. That is all I have for the Q case. And considering in years past we've had the 2015 Mustang debuted, the Porsche 934 debuted, we had the Datsun Wagon Super Treasure Hunt. We had just so many cool cars in the Q cases. This is a bit of a bummer case, I think. And you may or may not agree with me, and that's totally cool, but happy to have the ones. The new model, I think the Corvette is kind of a cool deal, so I'll run with that. But anyway, that's the case. That's the showcase. Bye.